Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's Week 2 of the 2013 football season. I'm Dale Ross, aka Dale Ross, and this is.
I'm Matt Morrow, aka Pitman.
And so we're here to give you information on Week 2 and what happened in Week 1 and what is coming up in Week 2.
We're going to preview the Week 2 games here. This will be part 1 of 2 videos. First game we're going to take a look at, Butler Mallard Creek. My key to victory for Butler here is going to have to be to find a way to pass the ball. They cannot be one-dimensional against Mallard Creek and expect to win the game. Mallard Creek's key to win for me would be to control, obviously, Anthony Ratliff. LeMay looks like he's going to pretty much get his yardage, but you're going to have to control Ratliff from getting out of the pocket, especially if he's dropping back to throw the ball. He's scrambling. He had a couple nice runs against West Charlotte for big yardage. If you can control him and keep him in the pocket, I think Mallard Creek will win this one.
So my keys would be Butler's obviously got to find somebody, I think, beyond LeMay and Ratliff. There's somebody on that offense that's got to step up and give Butler another option, and it should be through the passing game, because if the passing game's not there, and one of the keys I think for Mallard Creek would be to contain Ratliff, apply pressure to him, and try to force Butler into passing, because right now that seems to be their weak point. But to contain LeMay and force the pass, Butler's got to find somebody that can step up and make a play.
Yeah. East Meck Providence we'll take a look at. Key for East Meck, well, you just got to find a way to shorten the game. Providence is explosive offensively. Even though they struggle with Huff, obviously they still got that talent on that side of the ball. I think if you gotta win time of possession, have long drives, and try to get to the fourth quarter within striking distance to maybe make Providence feel a little nervous and put some pressure on them. Key to Providence to win, you got to come out strong out the gate. They got down 27-0 against Huff last week, and they were in too deep of a hole to try to come back from. So they got to get out fast. Get up 14, 21 points first quarter, and kind of get East Meck kind of down, make them feel like they don't really have a chance. Give them a knockout punch like Huff delivered to Providence last week.
Yeah, I agree with your comment on East as far as trying to shorten the game. I would use every second of the clock on offense. I really would. I've seen that tactic used several times, and that's where you don't snap until the play. You're either going to get the delay game or the snap. You take every second that you've got, every play. You're going to have to shorten that ball game. You're going to have to find a way to make a few first downs. Against Providence and looking at Garinger, it's probably going to have to be by getting some kid in space to make something happen. So line's going to, another key would be the line's going to have to give that quarterback just a second to make a play. I think the key to Providence is just come out and play football. Just discipline, no mistakes, because the only thing that really should hurt them in this ball game is mistakes. If they make mistakes, be it penalties or turnovers. Keep it simple, get a lead, work on stuff that you need for your third game of the season. Treat it, I hate to say it, but use it as a game to learn a little bit about the team, but just I think just keep it straight up simple, or not simple, but keep it disciplined and controlled.
Harding Garinger is our next game. Key to victory for Harding, get your guys in space. Garinger, obviously they got kids going both ways. Harding's got some kids that you get them in space, they can definitely make some plays. DeMarcus Jordan at running back, Xavier Capel at quarterback can make some plays with his feet. Key for Garinger in this one, you got to play with some confidence. It's your home opener. You struggled a lot last week with Hopewell. However, you did have a nice drive against Hopewell. You got down to the goal line and you had a fumble. Okay, you come out there, play confidence, play like you know you're gonna win. Harding is not the top team in Charlotte, so you know you get them down. You know you never know what may happen. Keep it close and try to win it at the end.
And I think I said Garinger in the last segment. If I did, I don't know if I can bleep it out, or we'll see if anybody's listening this deep into the videos. I meant East Meck. If I did, it just keyed on me. But I agree with, you know, for Harding needs to come out and you know, play to make a statement. They need these 3 wins if they want to go to the playoffs. And of these bottom tier teams, I don't want to use that word bottom feeder, but of these bottom tier teams, you got to find places you can pick up wins, and Garinger's a place that should be able to win. Now, the same thing can be said for Garinger.
Yeah.
You know, Garinger, though, is a lot shorter in numbers, and for them, this is an opportunity. They're not going to have many to pick up a win, but you know, every time they get one of these teams that are closer to them in the rankings, this is where they need to attempt to make make a statement. You know, what is their key to win? I think for Garinger, they gotta not make mistakes. That's probably the biggest thing I've seen out of Garinger over the years. When I mean mistakes, I don't mean just, you know, an offside penalty here or a late hit there. I mean lining up in the correct position, a receiver running the proper route, a lineman blocking the right person. As you watch Garinger over the years, you see a lot of disorganization of what the kids are doing, you know, not knowing their assignments, and that's probably what hurts them more than anything, because I swear I've seen them in some games and they hit hard. They got athletes. They're, you know, some of their kids have actually got decent size, and when they hit you, if they don't hurt you, the ground will, because it feels one of the worst fields. It is the worst field. But anyway, I think that's the key, is they got to not make mistakes. They got to understand their assignments and do it. If this is your guy to block, that's your guy to block. Know that and do it. Don't have yourself going off this way, or if you're pulling guard and you're supposed to pull this way and you go that way, you know. And I've seen this happen. So I think really that's their key, is to cut down on mistakes, and they have a much better shot at being in the ball game.
And this is my game of the week, by the way. So we'll be there. We have pictures and a recap. So it's your time to shine, guys. Independence and North Meck's our next game. Key for North Meck, build on this momentum. You came out, you got to win, you're 1-0, you got Independence coming to you. It's going to be a big game. You want to shock the world? It's your time. Go out and play with some confidence, let it all hang out, don't hold anything back, and see what happens. The key for Independence, like I said earlier, don't let North Meck think they're in the game. I'd come out and just attack offensively like they normally do. And you don't want North Meck to hang around in this game at the half and feel like they've got a shot, because then you're gonna be in, you'll be in a fight the rest of the way.
Yeah, for North Meck, I think you got to pick your poison on defense. Do you want to defend the pass? Do you want to defend the run? You obviously wish you could do both, but I'm afraid in this case they're going to have to do one or the other. So if I'm coaching over at North Meck, I think I'm going to develop a game plan that's going to try to force Independence to run. Granted, they got a good running game, but I think I got a lot better shot at handling them and forcing things inside than letting those wide receivers roam around in my spaces, because they're going to kill them. So really, I think the key is going to be or a thing they need to do on offense. One of the best defenses is have an offense that can sustain drives. And so first downs, moving the yardsticks. Don't worry about big plays, but do worry about, getting first downs. You extend the game, you shorten the game. Extend the amount of time you've got the ball. Time of possession on the other side is very critical for Independence. I'm like you, I would come out and hit them as hard as I could, as fast as I could. To get the kids to thinking on the other side, I really don't have a chance. That's what I would do. Just hit, and then once I got a few punches in, then I just settle down and just do my thing and grind it out. So and I expect Coach Evans will do something along those lines.
We'll take a look now at Lake Norman Hopewell, rival game. Hopewell's going to step up in competition a little bit after beating Garinger last week. Their key, like I said with North Meck last week, you got to stop Josh Ladowski, the quarterback at Lake Norman. Dual threat guy. You let him get outside and make big plays, you're going to be in some trouble. Offensively, Hopewell, they've got to do what they did last week. Be efficient, don't turn the ball over. Make some plays with Dominique Keith in the running game or throwing the ball to him. He had a nice touchdown catch against Garinger. Key for Lake Norman, control Dominique Keith.
Exactly.
He's not going to Kansas State for nothing. He's very fast and dynamic. He can make plays in the kick return game, catching and running. So if you control him, basically each team has to control the star players.
Exactly. So, the key for Hopewell is to put that ball in that kid's hands as many times as they can in as many ways as they can. I think the kid needs to have, if he doesn't have 20 plus touches, then Hopewell's not done the right thing. He needs to have, and that's, receiving, running, and I'm talking about offensive touches. I'm not talking about any returns or anything else. Hopewell needs to put that ball into his hands and let things happen. I agree with you. It's going to be, in this game, it's going to be stop, both sides stop, shut down the others' key guys. And for Hopewell, that's going to mean that defense needs to step up and play ball.
Yeah.
So, rival game, this could be actually a real fun game to go watch up. If you're looking for games in the area,